Clockwork soldiers, dispatch this order.
Back loop.
In my autopsy, I would be curious to observe the rumored degeneracy of the Caldwin line. Does hiding your face intimidate your enemies? Or merely conceal your own fear? I honestly wonder if you believe you can make a difference. I've seen so many perish in this house.
Kieran Jindosh.
Experiencing uncertainty. Protocol is underway. Each visitor is another test for the Clockwork soldiers. I try not to be sentimental about my creations, but I have to. The sound of them shattering is getting under my skin. General detection state. This playback indicates some detection without certainty. I'm certain the machine is shaking itself apart as it plays.
This must be the electroshock machine Jindosh mentioned.
Anton Sokolov, once the royal physician and head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. In your prime, the most sought-after painter in all the Empire. My hero in younger days. Now, my puppet.
If you're going to use this inelegant-looking device against me, get on with it, Jindosh. Though I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish. I must admit to feeling a bit of professional curiosity as to the function of the apparatus.
Patience, friend, patience. The sequence of events is important. You'll come to understand my electroshock machine, but when? Before or after that light leaves your eyes? And where does it go when it disappears? Who will tell me that?
Has anyone ever loved the sound of his own voice as much as you do, Kieran? Perhaps the device could tell us that.
No, sadly, it cannot. But what it can do is take from you the thing you love the most. Your precious intellect. If you won't agree to collaborate on the next clockwork prototype, I'll use the device on that brain of yours, Sokolov.
I refuse. If I'm to be a drooling idiot, at least I won't be bothered by any more of your rambling theories.
Jindosh, grand inventor for Serkonos. He dreams of an army of mechanical soldiers. His invention, the silvergraph, it combines mercury and light on a plate, and an image appears. Some are delighted, some terrified. He has a great mind for innovation, invention, progress. Perhaps even greater than Sokolov. So young, when he attended the academy, so quiet then. They hardly noticed him, but he took it all in, understood. Perhaps even better than they did. He works with Duke Luca Abel. They share overlapping interests, but only use one another. He's thinking the test subjects are all broken beyond repair, and it's time to obtain a fresh batch. At the academy, the other students and most of the teachers, they couldn't comprehend half of what he was telling them, even at 16. Such questions he asked as a child, just free from the crib. Others grew to fear him, just as he grew to love them. He waits for the breathing and the blood to stop, then the brain, and the light from their eyes. He loves that moment, when the eyes change, finds it fascinating. He longs for an adversary worthy of his intellect. It is not vanity. There are few who could match him. His mother asked, "Why did you do that to the cat?" Young Kieran only wanted to know what was inside, how it worked. Her distress puzzled him. The new Duke will let him have all the test subjects he wants. An endless supply. Almost arrested before the Duke found him. Carted off to some dank hole behind iron bars for revolting crimes against his fellows. his experiments. Instead, the Duke gave him a title. It is important to him. He wants others to notice the complexity of his work, the genius of his innovations. These are his thoughts. So many years, he's imagined having his own teacher in a cage, like an insect under glass, begging to be released, admitting that his was the superior intelligence. No, there is nothing more about him, not that I can see. I've already told you his secrets.
The other lab machines are draining away too much electricity. The electroshock machine should work now.
anything! I'll give you anything you want! Stop! Don't do this! So much will be lost! An age of advancement!
Too bad it had to come to this, Jindosh.
And if I combine the acid against a copper plate, what does it do?
His memories flee from him
A moment
as he
ago.
seeks them,
Does anyone know the
all
answer?
shifting, intermingling.
I had an idea, but it's gone now.
Great theorems drift just beneath the surface,
I'm very
just
much
beyond
afraid
his
of
reach.
What's happened?
But he cannot hold a thought for more than a few seconds.
You can't have put me through that machine, but wait, what does it do? Please, kill me. Please make me die.
When he remembers, he is filled with rage and despair.
Glory,
To the great cathedral of his mind,
gone
abandoned and in ruin. In just a second, he had a new line of thinking,
lost something
the
very
solution to a great engineering problem. Now, lost. And
students will
he is
laugh
more
at
content now than he has ever been. He thinks of his dinner later,
Maybe
and
there'll
hopes
be
for cabbage
pudding
with
at
pork.
dinner. I would like that.
Have I not already told you everything about him? once my world. All things, from the northernmost shores to here, Karnaka in the south.
Rotations. Reintroducing graphite. Extra diagnostic playback loop. General detection state. Idling. Commence lens refocus. Extra diagnostic playback loop. Playback on combat protocol. Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand clear. Switching to alternative tactical mode.
promise me some fresh meat.
You did it. How is he?
He's frail and wounded, but he'll recover.
I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
Let's go then.
The void, but somehow different this time.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. Young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Coldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
I told you when you're older. I've missed you.
You said that last year. Jessamine younger than me, and she's a court every day.
This is... well, it's complicated. We'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
that at night I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good, next year I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me who did?
We were just playing.
Young Lady Jessie, what is your name?
It was her. Delilah's light. She broke it.
Parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Your sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
Hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not. When I was young, the Loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held, and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is. Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.